Did I mention that I'm an acapella fella? Well, I'm more like a Beretta, a Piranha, Nagasaki, Okinawa. I'm a power on a power trip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip.
Show you how it's done, yeah, setting new trends. Gonna take it farther, gonna take it round the bend. You're gonna see us do it all night. Around the world, do it all night. Around the world, do it all night, all night. Around the world, do it all night. Around the world, do it all night, all night. Around the world, do it all night. Around the world, do it all night, all night. Around the world, do it all night. Around the world, do it all night, all night. Around the world, do it all night. Around the world. Drip, drip, drip.
You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. Drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. I arrive in your park with a new set of J's, and I play all day like I'm only 13. But I'm almost 19 and I'm waking from a dream. I got my team all fleek, we about to peak. So I peek through the blinds and I look around the corner and I look you in your eyes and I tell you don't speak. Don't speak, don't speak, don't speak. Did I mention that I'm an acapella fella? Well, I'm more like a Beretta, a Piranha, Nagasaki, Okinawa. I'm a power on a power trip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. Dripping like a sauna, I'm a college man, you're on a well-bred, well-fed dog without a collar. Catch me, it's a kennel, there's a penalty to settle. The steam hit the kettle, it's ringing like a telegram. We ain't never ending, we ain't never ending, we ain't never ending, longer than intended. We ain't never ending. Did I mention that I'm an acapella fella? Well, I'm more like a Beretta, a Piranha, Nagasaki, Okinawa. I'm a power on a power trip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip. You watch it drip, 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 drip.
Show you how it's done, yeah, setting new trends. Gonna take it farther, gonna take it round the bend. You're gonna see us do it all night. Around the world, do it all night. Around the world, do it all night, all night. Around the world, do it all night. Around the world, do it all night.
Yo, what up, everybody?
What's going on?
Here we go. Happy Tuesday, huh? Huh?
You got to keep you guys on your toes.
That's right. We want to make sure. Actually, I don't think you realized it, but I just found out when I logged into here that the stream said it was scheduled for 11:30 p.m. or like 9:30. So here's the thing: when you schedule or like. Yeah, we're traveling now a lot more, right? So every time that I create the artwork and everything, and then I go to schedule it, it schedules it for the current time zone. I think.
Or UTC time.
Well, I don't know. So like I'm always, because you can't select like Pacific Standard Time. It's just you have to schedule it for the current time and then do some math. So I might have done the math backwards. Or something. No, because I scheduled it for 6 o'clock Central Time, which should have been 4 o'clock Pacific Time. I'm pretty good at math normally, but apparently it was scheduled for 9:30 p.m., which doesn't make any sense, actually, because I don't ever schedule them for half hour past the hour. So maybe, yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. Thank you, however, for everybody tuning in for a special Tuesday edition of the Spick Span Show.
Here we are.
Here we are. We got a lot of cool stuff to talk to you guys about. I just got back from Minnesota. I did a 2-day clinic. It was a 1-day clinic, and then we did an open play out at Annandale Paintball Park. Shout out to Annandale. That went really well. We'll talk a little bit about it. And then...
It's a new shirt you got?
Yeah, it's a new shirt I got. It's actually really soft. It's a really good quality shirt. Nice field.
It does look
Minnesota, huh? 1,000 lakes. Lands of 1,000 lakes. There were lakes literally everywhere.
Was it far from the Minneapolis?
Yeah, it was about an hour. Exactly 1 hour, I think, north. But there's a lot of lakes out there. There's like no joke, this whole 1,000 lakes thing. If we left the house, which was on a lake, and then you drive by 3 other lakes to get to the field.
Oh, yeah, I saw that guy jumping in a lake in his paintball gear.
Yeah, I guess that's how you wash your gear out there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So
before you throw it in the washing machine and your parents get mad.
Yeah, and that's what Marcelo does. Marcelo never uses his own washing machine. He never used to because he thought that paintball stuff would ruin his washing machine. So I always thought that was funny too. Anyway. Also, we're going to talk about a little bit about that, a little about codes, because I know that I've wanted to talk about codes for the last 3 shows, and we just haven't. And this last weekend,
I actually have something to touch on that too.
Yeah,
so I'm glad you wanted to talk about that.
We had a little bit of an issue with communication. Well, actually, communication is always a problem, but the more importantly, the specific types of codes everybody was using. Like someone was like, "Oh, I said the snake was gone," and I go, "Why? I only heard snake."
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of different things that we need to discuss, so that everybody knows what is going on the field.
Sure.
And then also we want to ramp things up in the value for our super mega support status members and all our members across the board. So we are working with Island Designs actually to get a cool little banner backdrop. It's going to go like right in the middle of the 2 of us, and it's going to have the Spick Span Show logo. It's going to have all the cool stuff still in there, black background. We're going to have a really cool thing here going on.
Yeah.
But just so you guys are wondering where all the support goes, and we know you guys love to support the show, and we do appreciate that. Everybody jumping in, commenting, donating, and everything like that. So that is something that we have in the works. Also, for the Mega Support Status members, we got some new posters coming for you. And Dalton just... you can grab that red bag right there. I had to send away a bunch of cards for Dalton to sign. So right in this bag, all of you Super Mega Support Status members, these are all full, complete, team-signed playing cards where you cannot get anywhere else in the world except for on the Spick and Span Show.
Wow.
So in each one of these, I really like to do arts and crafts. I can make my own boxes and things like that. The guy at the post office usually looks at me like I'm a weirdo, because I'll go in there sometimes with some cut box and it's all angled, and he's like, you could have just put it in an envelope. I'm like, really? Damn it. Anyway, these will probably be in an envelope, but inside of each one of these things is a little present.
I think I asked you something like that when you were doing that. I was like, how much does that cost to ship out? That's really weird.
I was like, I think I saved money on this.
Yeah.
In reality, I don't think I do, but it's recycling. We're all about the... Oh, look at that, Bud Duca. Let's give... I also turned down the air horn a little bit.
Okay.
So I apologize if that's... Whoops. Guys.
Check these out.
Yeah. Is this thing working? There's the air horn. All right, I turned down the air horn. Is that too loud? Is it not loud enough? Give us...
these are nice.
Yeah, these are pretty rad. So Island Designs printed those ones. Kyle hasn't signed his side yet, but we updated the Spick and Span logo and the poster with some fresh new images from the most recent wins we both each had. Look.
Yeah, we're back to back.
First win, second win, last 2 events. There we go.
Holding strong.
So, if you guys are a Super Mega Support Status member, you guys already should have at least 1, if not 2 posters. For those of you guys who are new to the Super Mega Support Status membership level, you're going to be getting one of these things right here along with your signed Dynasty Team card. Bud already just joined again. If you guys want to join, click the join button down there below, and we'll give us your address, please. Please give us your address, because you don't want to be like our boy Robert Marati, who has won twice and has to forfeit both of his prizes, one of which was a pair of goggles, I think. Ooh.
But I guess if for the rest of you, when you're not winning, you do want people not to give us their address.
That's true. That's
then
true.
It goes back in the pot.
So yeah, you should comment in there. Go. Don't really give people your address.
Yeah.
That's a good little little ploy right there. So what up, Gunnar Dixon? And yeah, you guys. Anybody who has a question for us, remember this was a Q&A off the break. That's what we started with. So make sure you chuck in the any questions that you guys might have.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Also, finally, last but not least, before we jump into the show, is are there any title sponsors out there? Do you own a business that you'd like to promote on the Spick Span Show? Do you have perhaps would like to sit in with us?
We got some spots. We're not full.
Would you like to sit in with us on the show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We can make that happen.
On the shrink ray.
Yeah, you can just sit there. We can put you on the shelf, just like Alex and HORMESIS. We can we can chuck you guys in anywhere along the banner you guys want, just like that. And just want your name up there. If you'd like a little, whoop, that's not the right one. If you want, just clicking buttons here, to be featured on here, hit us up, let us know, and we'll make that happen.
Greenspan.com sponsors the show.
Yeah, that's actually G2paintball.com.
No.
Oh.
It was just there at the top.
It was, yeah. I got a bunch of logos ready to pop off whenever we're doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got that going on, and then also we do need your recommendations for what we're gonna eat next, because it has been a short 2 weeks, but in approximately 2 weeks now, we're gonna have to cook something else. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be cooked or what. So maybe
glad it's not next Monday.
I know, glad it's not next Monday. I know, right? So we're going to a wedding. So shout out to G-Hop. We will be back. I leave on Sunday night, so I know that for sure I'm going to be there on Monday. If Kyle doesn't miss his flights again, no guarantees. And then yeah, actually, dude, good question right there from It's B.
Yeah. So Tigerwear is actually a headband company that myself, Alex Goldman on my team, Mouse, and one of our good buddies who lives in Los Angeles, who does a lot of work with manufacturing and sourcing in garment construction, everything that, basically he's like our fashion guru guy. So all three of us have been working on this for a pretty long time, I would say, even since last year. But we're just kind of perfectionist, so it's been taking a little bit getting everything handled and rolling out how we want it to be. So you might have seen we already have some prototypes out, and I think I've showed you guys on the show before, but that we're working on pretty much the last prototype right now, so we should have them rolling out pretty quick here. I just when that's actually why we weren't on the show yesterday. I was got stuck in LA working on that. So we had to move the show to today. But yeah, that should be rolling out here pretty soon. I actually made a really cool video, but I can't post it anywhere because there's a Queen song in there and there's a Drake song in there, and
this little thing called licensing music. Yeah. It's a really good video. Yeah, I thought that someone made that for you.
No, well,
I was stoked to hear that you
all the clips.
Well, yeah. They gave you the clips.
Yeah.
So, some good promotional stuff coming, and another headband for everybody to add to their collection.
Yeah.
Really, really high end, good quality. Oh wait, so someone saw it. Tabletop saw it.
Yeah. So it was posted on my Instagram for I did it 2 or 3 times trying to figure out how it took my account from a business account.
Each one of those things is a strike.
Yeah.
Strike on the.
Really?
Yeah. You want to
Throttle
stop doing
down?
that? Yeah. Well, they're just gonna go. All right, this guy keeps trying to weasel his way around the licensing thing. We're about to put your ass in timeout.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so don't keep doing that.
But yeah, it was up for about 5 minutes before it got taken down.
Mm-hmm.
Both times. I think it got 14 views each time.
Well, there we go. Well,
some of you guys
Loyal saw it. Yeah.
It was on the Instagram story. Yeah.
Michael Cruz made a good point. So Vimeo will let you post those types of videos. They don't really care about licensing things. Mm-hmm. They don't flag you. But let's face it, nobody watches Vimeo. So we're just gonna whip up some new music into it. I think is the move.
Yeah, that might.
You just got to do a little bit slightly.
It's not gonna be anywhere near as cool.
It will. You don't need to have Queen in it. That's the thing. No Queen, no Metallica, no Taylor Swift. Those are the big dogs that really come after you. I know that. They don't play games when it comes to using their music.
Wow,
that's for sure. So
What happens if we show it on here? Like if I put it on my computer and show it?
yeah,
volume low.
they will probably be able to do the live show, but after that,
No one will be able to watch it?
Yeah, the other 1,900 people that tune in throughout the week will not be able to watch the Spick and Span this show, and then my channel gets a red flag,
Throttle also.
gets a yellow flag or something like that. But yeah, so no Beatles either, says Steve. That's right. So
Draw asks if I prefer the Gamma Core over the IV. I think I do prefer the Gamma Core. I believe is in the CS2. Yeah, it's kind of tough. I just started using a Geo this last event. I'm just getting used to it. I don't know which one I like better, so I'm still. I'll have to get back to you on that question. But both of them shoot extremely well. I like the feel of the Geo a little bit better.
I'll weigh in on this because I was with Eclipse when they developed the Gamma Core. Wait, the new one. And I always thought I thought that in sense it made more I feel like it was supposed to work better, but I think that the IV core shoots a little straighter for some reason. At least because I only used the Gamma Core in the GTEX. I never got to see the CS2s. I've shot them a little bit. They have a lot less kick. It's really stable of a shot, but I feel like I kind of like the Geos a little bit more. And I like the CS1 shot more than I like the CS2 shot. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's if that's something.
That answers your guys' question. Yeah. The Geo 2 though I feel like is slightly smaller than the CS2, which I like. It has some grooves right above the trigger frame that are kind of nice. Sometimes I have like my top finger, it sits right in there perfectly, or my thumb when I'm like snap shooting, pressing against it.
Also, because we are late, I forgot about this. We got a ton of prizes for everybody.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of giveaways.
We got a lot of good giveaways, and just like I wanted to point out because I still have my because we don't clean up around here at the Spick and Span household. So all my notes from last week are just sitting right here on the table still. We gave away a mug, 2 coins, a beanie, player cards, and I think that was it. Oh, and then a pack of the Motive Pures. So we gave away 6 different prizes last week. This week we're going to give away the goggles because we've been talking about it. So we've got these, what are those, Virtue goggles? Are they Bunker King goggles? Or is it the same thing? Are Virtue and Bunker King the same thing? I think they are. Those Virtue goggles?
Bunker King goggles.
Or does they have a Bunker King
Yeah,
strap
Bunker
on
King
them?
goggles.
Oh, okay. So we got some Bunker King goggles.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they work together.
Okay. So we got those.
Because the control loader is Bunker King's.
Bunker King's loader,
Virtue,
but
like,
Virtue makes
internal.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So, yep, there we go. Let's see. What did I get? Q&A. Okay. And then we have a sweatshirt. We've got a let's see that lanyard real quick.
Oh yeah, I found this and I was gonna give it away, and I thought it was just a regular Dynasty lanyard, and I pulled out of my stuff, just in a rush to grab a bunch of stuff, and then Ryan's like, "Oh, that's an old NXE one," and I was like,
"Don't sell that."
I didn't even notice, so I'm keeping this thing.
Kyle has like a bunch of like obscure old stuff in the garage.
Yeah.
That is like, I'm like, hey, you should get this or sell it. He's like, no, I really like the foam and those whatevers that are like mangled in half. I'm like, okay, and he's got his old Gridlock jersey. So this is something for sure you got to keep in the bin because that was before you were even on the team.
Oh yeah,
way before. Fact that you have
this is like before cool. I was even anywhere near pro.
Yeah, before you were born.
Like 2005, 2006.
Yeah, NXE. Shout out to Scottsdale, Arizona. That's where they're from, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I believe G-Hop played with Ryan, the owner's son.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then let's see here. Also, if you guys are planning to attend any clinics with any of us before, I don't know what the deadline is for this the golden ticket thing that we have going on, but the Dahl family, a lot of you players out there might know Colton Dahl. His father and he and his family are donating one scholarship which is an entry fee paid to the BKI summer camp. And in order to be qualified to enter into that, you have to be attending one of our clinics somewhere, whether it's with me or with Kyle, Nick Laval, Marcelo, Tyler. I believe they're going to be at Blast Camp sometime soon. But you got to come to one of the clinics, and you got to earn yourself one of these golden tickets. We will hand them to you. We'll say, you know what, you've really stood out. We love your personality. We love your drive and your determination. And we will gift you one of these tickets, and then you'll given a little link to go and fill out a form, and then you may get a free entry into the summer camp.
Yeah.
And then after that is the Charlotte, Virginia scholarship, which is from the Ruffalo family. A lot of you guys out there who are listening might know Bucky and or Ollie, Oliver Ruffalo. Ollie was on Team USA. Bucky's just a longtime supporter, and it's named in honor of his two grandmothers who always wanted the best for them and their families. And they did everything they could to support them and everybody in there. So Bucky is handing down that blessing and that offer, and just kind of, he really wants to make sure that people who want to go to the camp shouldn't be deterred based on a financial ability. Mm-hmm. So there is a form that you can fill out. I will actually put the link in the description below. I think I have it actually here on my computer, which I can just copy. And I'm going to put it right here in the comment section.
Todd, I don't have I3s. Ryan meant I4s. But if I had I3s, I'd definitely still be holding on to those.
Which ones are I3s?
The ones that short. No, that short.
That Paxton would always wear.
Yeah.
So there's a link right there that I just put into the chat box for a form to fill out for the Charlotte, Virginia scholarship. And this is somebody who needs, a little bit of financial help, or maybe you possibly just can't afford to go. Not necessarily because you missed out because you procrastinated, but give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah.
But big shout out to the Ruffalo family, Ollie and Bucky. I hope you guys wish you guys the best, and I hope to see you guys out at the paintball field sometime soon, possibly in October at Clowns vs. Zombies. I used to play with them.
Oh,
there, yeah.
That's how you met him.
That's where I met him. So anyway, let's see. You did 2 different clinics.
Yep.
This weekend, one with Savage, which is my guys. You see, yep. Kyle stepped in.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to get your honest assessment of how they played, because you kind of watched us and whatnot, and then you did another double duty with the Felons on Sunday.
Yeah. So, well, for those guys, it was cool to work with them after, like, you've taught them so much, and see how they were applying that stuff, and then where I could maybe bring something in new. So that was a interesting challenge for myself too, to be like, I don't want to keep repeating, like, how much of this stuff am I telling you guys that Ryan's already said, and they're like, no, it's been good. You're like giving us a
new perspective.
A great new perspective on stuff. But I was big on, like we're going to go into with the codes, but just getting them to add, because their communication is getting a lot better than it was. Mm-hmm. I was just trying to get them to add an extra dimension to things, as far as, like, tell the other guys what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe also, if you have time, tell them what the opponent that you're directly playing is doing. So if, like, you're playing a guy in your mirror and he's not engaging you,
mm-hmm.
you know that he's shooting the other way.
Right.
That might affect your Dorito player movement. So express that across the field.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that I was working on pretty heavily with them, and just bridging the communication, because I think those guys do communicate really well. Mm-hmm. It's sometimes they realize that it needs to get across the field, because there's kind of 2 games going on, one on the Snake, one on the Dorito side.
Right.
And then, Sunday was cool, because Savage was also out there Sunday as well, at Combat. So they were scrimmaging the team that I was coaching, the Felons, and I was incredibly impressed with the Felons. They're way better, like 3 times better than when I first got out there. Yeah, they look
great,
really strong. And your guys actually told me the day before, they're like, I don't know what you told that Felons team, but they're playing. Like,
oh, great!
Yeah, so
that's such a cool thing to hear as a coach, right?
Rewarding,
like, like High Tone and those guys told me the same thing about Savage. They're like, dude, those guys are looking so good right now. Like, oh, thank God,
Yeah.
That's great to hear. You know what? Also, I actually like what you coach and you impress upon your guys quite a bit is before, like, your communication before the breakout, right?
Yes.
So I'll kind of try to get that stuff in their heads, but I know that's like, and what I'm talking about is kind of like specific calls off the box to tell where the opponents or where the other team might be going, or how they're stacked heavier on one side versus the other. And that's a huge bit of communication before the game starts. And usually we try to give that to like your outside body. So like you, for instance, would be telling me how many guys you see on the box over there. You'd be like, hey, Ryan, there's 2 lined up on the wide over here, or there's 4 guys lined up over here on the snake side.
Yeah.
Obviously, that probably wouldn't happen like that. But if I'm shooting Dorito way, if my plan was to shoot Dorito way, and Kyle says, hey, I got 4 guys lined up over here, they're heavy snake side, I might decide to switch my gun. But you do it quite a bit because I know what your spike and those calls are.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I see
that's actually what I had for your guys. I was
Okay.
doing that with them because there was blind zones on both sides.
Yeah.
That you've already taught them, but I was
Right.
having the blind zone guy pick
a direction to shoot
based on the stat.
Yeah, and that was another thing. I was like, hey, make sure to incorporate some blind zone stuff. Is what I tell whoever's going to coach my guys, because they are pretty good at that. We did a lot of that.
Yeah.
But I do notice you do that, and we were kind of like throwing that in for the last one. It's just when there's all that information coming into you and guys are like kind of lining up and you're super laser focused, and then you hear like all this chatter from the box, sometimes it tends to throw guys off. So I always worry sometimes about giving that bit of information. I want them to focus on what their jobs are, rather than being like at 3 seconds yelling something, and then now having the back center guy having to question what he's doing. He's like, So I was actually at the last event telling them kind of more so where their heavy guns were. Mm-hmm. So if you heard, spike or shout out or something, or streaks or whatever it is, that means there's a snake shooter, right? So that means that the gun's shooting snake way. So Dorito guys can have the opportunity if they want. If they hear the call that there's other team is shooting heavy on the snake side, then our Dorito guy has the opportunity to take a big bite.
Yes.
Or vice versa.
I was showing them that. Because it was huge. There was only one back center guy always.
Right.
And I was telling them, hey, as the front Dorito guy, because he was the only one that could see it, like, identify if the back center's your way. If not, take a big bite.
That's right. And that's a huge piece of information that everybody should be looking for.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that comes from the guy standing right next to you as well.
Yeah.
And that way it can be you can keep everything really tight with the communication, because sometimes the coach has got their hands full. Sometimes you can't see the box. Like if there's like a giant brick at the 50 in the snake, like from the coach's box, you can't really see the other lanes. Like we're like trying to like run around in the pit box. So guys that are standing there, like if we're playing together, you want to try to give as much of that information as you possibly can to your teammates. Because whether they use that information or not to like change their little nuances of their game plan, at least they know in the back of their head that they can start to do the math. Speaking of math, when they shoot one way, they only see one body run there, and they go, okay, well, hold on. Kyle told me that there's 3 or 4 guys lined up over here.
Yeah.
So if I shot this guy, there's a good chance that was the only body on this side. So you can start to, it's just little bits of information and knowledge that you can start to gain in order to really pick on that stuff.
It's funny because there was, who's the other Dorito guy that plays with Zach? Paul?
There's Earl and Paul. Yeah. I don't know if Earl was there. Yeah.
I think it was Paul, but I was having them say which way the back center was shooting, and then one of the points started, and the back center was shooting the Dorito way, but they had 3 bodies all on the snake side, and they were saying the Dorito guys this way. They were yelling the Dorito call, but it was actually the other way. The back center was shooting that, but they had 3 guys on the snake side, and Bao took a really huge bite and got shot, and he's like, I don't know how I got shot. The guy was shooting Dorito way, right? And I was like, well, they stood in the middle of the field and then just shot you trying to run all the way like up to the snake 50 area. So there's a lot of factors, keeps adding layers to it's a complex thing, but the more you deal with it, it's like we were even we went to New Hampshire, the guys never played the blind zone, and they're like, I'm just getting destroyed here. Like, just learn it. You have to get beat up a little bit so that you can understand the value and how to protect your body. And and I was telling them a lot about those spots is that you really want to walk those areas well, and then besides like figuring out where that shot is, you want to kind of like ingrain what you see close to you through your peripheral vision. So because a lot of times you're coming to these spots and you have to be looking exactly at the person that you're susceptible to getting shot by, like say the back center. You have to look at it to where you finally come into that blind zone, but then you have to find those other bunkers around you that's going to help you assess where your body is. So it's like,
right,
if you're in between the, bunker before the snake and then the secondary Aztec, like you have to know exactly where those spots are.
You have to be really tight in those spots, right? And actually, I actually uploaded a BKI drill because we've talked about it. Like I've actually uploaded a handful of BKI drills. Actually, some of it even featured my Savage guys playing in these specific drill sets. One is a one-on-one. I actually like this one where you couldn't actually get behind any bunkers. You had to play a one-on-one, but you couldn't be within like say 5 feet of any bunker anywhere. Wow. Right, so you had to constantly be understanding where that blind zone is. Now it's substantially easier to do that when there's only one guy in front of you.
Yeah.
But it gives you that room to breathe, and it's actually not a bad way to play one-on-ones a lot of the times to learn how to kind of ghost those spots out. And then the other one was just a quick hop into what would be a blind zone, shooting at one target and then quickly releasing out. And we did that with a back center guy also shooting at you, so on a completely open field.
Yeah.
So the back center guy would only have 5 shots, and then he would have to release. So I would kind of be on the back center spot.
Yeah.
And then they would shoot at each other, right? So you jump into one spot, you'd shoot 5 shots, and then release. And the back center can only shoot right where you're going to be.
Yeah.
He can't like kind of follow you now in the middle of the open.
Sure.
So it was actually kind of cool because you realize how much someone shooting back at you affects your shot, and B, how often that guys, even though they're shooting at you, miss you completely.
Oh yeah.
Right. So like, even though they knew the guy was going to be standing in the open without any bunkers on the entire field, we were still missing that guy.
Yeah.
So we'd shoot up there, and then the first 5 shots would be low, and then I would always be there and go, hey, stop, because you get some of the guys who are like, oh, come on, and just roast somebody. But you got to keep yourself a little honest on that one. But that was a good BKI drill that was in there. And speaking of BKI drills, I actually just filmed 2 new pieces, and we did 3 or 4 when we were out in Boston each. So there's like we got a bunch in the cannon coming out. I did 2 different 2-on-2 drills, and I did both of them this weekend too. The gunfighting one where you're just like up in the snake, and just kind of playing in uncomfortable spots, playing in uncomfortable positions. That was a really good concept to get to master. And then I did a 3-on-3, what I'm calling an off the box shuffle, because everybody, doesn't matter what league or division you play in, has a guy whose gun was shooting a little hot and they're sprinting on it the 10 seconds. And we've talked about this. I mainly pick on A-Rod quite a bit. But you get to the box and you're standing and you're not lining up properly. So this 3-on-3 off the box shuffle that I did, where I had basically 2 teams, one of 3 on one side and one on the other, and they had to sprint down to the other box. So you're mimicking like that rush to get lined up.
Sure.
And then like when they get like a couple steps from the box, I'll yell 3, 2, 1, go, and everybody has to line up exactly perfectly. 2 guys have to run out to the Dorito corner, and then one to the Dorito corner, one to the insert on the Dorito, and then one guy runs directly up the center. So 2 guys start with their guns cross their body, and one kind of like playing like he's in the back center.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, it's all left-handed, all on your offhand rather. And then on the other side of the field, the guys run over and play the snake side. So once you get to your spots, you're playing a 3-on-3, and you can play with both hands at that point, but it'll be caddy corner.
Okay.
So you run down the field, break out left-handed on each side, and then you guys can do whatever you want.
Sure.
And you can actually go one step further to play the entire point only left-handed.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
If you wanted to like kind of continue to trick yourself or make it a little bit more challenging. Because that's kind of what we did back when we were kids.
Yeah.
Is like when we were playing in the woods, we would get pump guns and play only left-handed in the woods. Eric Crandall would make us kind of be like Alex, Yosh, Oliver, and I.
Yeah.
And we would just be in the woods with pump guns, sometimes using Starball, and then we would get banned from the field for using that staining paint, which is funny. So yeah, I just came up, and a lot of the times the guys are like, well, so when did you come up with that drill? Like, how did you? What was like the idea and the concept behind it? I go, well, I literally just made this up today.
Yeah.
And the reason for it was because we were struggling to stand and line up on the box. So I want to try to mimic something that like troubles people.
Sure.
And I think that that's something that a lot of people need to recognize and understand is if you find yourself, and I think I mentioned this before, is if you find yourself in a position where you struggle on the field, whether it's your specific individual position or the team struggle to finish off a specific task, then you need to recreate that or write it down or try to memorize it and then recreate it in a practice later. Because you can't just hope. You're like rolling the dice that you're hoping to find yourself in the exact same scenario again. And a lot of you guys who are practicing only have like 10 reps on the field, right? You get to play 10 games, 10 points, and then the day is over.
Yeah.
So if you just are playing those 10 points and you're just kind of hoping that maybe, okay, I found myself in a really hard 3-on-5 right here. Or I found myself in this 3-on-3, which we couldn't break down. Rather than like continuing the next 5 points and be like, oh, well, I didn't find myself in that position anymore. Maybe I'll remember it next weekend.
Yeah.
You need to recreate that. So be like, hey guys, let's do this 3-on-3 or let's do this 3-on-5 and put the bodies in those places and be like, we struggled with this.
Sure.
Or write it down so that way you guys can all break it down later. Don't just be like, all right, well, we'll figure it out next time. Because you kind of like, we're hitting a plateau with our growth a lot of the times. And if you can't make it to a pro clinic, then you need to be able to move past and move forward from that position. So, yeah.
And if you don't have the ability, that's why BKI is such a good tool, because for a lot of these places there aren't even like semi-pro or Division 1, Division 2. It's pretty green as far as the skill level in a lot of areas. So use those resources, whether it's just YouTube, Go Sports, as much as you can get your hands on, to help you expand your mind and understand the game a little bit better. Todd asked earlier about if I had any upgrades. All my guns I've kept stock. I mean, everyone always thinks we have like some secret sauce in there that's no access to the public. That's pretty rare. I think it might have been more common back in the day, but now it's not as much.
Yeah.
I mean,
I get people asking me the same thing quite a bit, and yeah, the answer is everything's stock now with us. With Field 1, we might be testing out like a new O-ring.
Yeah, like a prototype.
Yeah, like I remember when I opened my bolt and I had like a different colored O-ring on the front. I'm like, well, this is different. And Yoshi's like, oh, we're trying this one out to see if it seals better, it lasts longer, or whatever it is. Like, but there's not anything that has a significant performance change. But then again, we were using the Force for an entire year, so I guess at that point we were testing everything out.
There was a European team that I remember made a custom like 3D printed bolt for the M3, and I used that thing. It was really, really good, but obviously you couldn't. You noticed a change. Yeah, huge difference.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, and I actually asked those guys a lot.
Anytime I'd sell the gun, I'd take that bolt out because I'm like, I need this. I want to keep it.
Yeah, it looks like they want Fragi in the house. So we can get Alex on the horn. Alex, I don't know if you saw, you were here with us. You never replied back to any of my text messages, so I just didn't know if you were around. I didn't want to bother you because I know you got your hands full folding headbands and ironing headbands and packaging coins for Coin Duel. Actually, ladies and gentlemen, I saw that Dizon. Shout out to Dizon for 2 reasons. One, looks like he just won a silver coin, so it looks like you challenged somebody and got a silver coin. And 2, Dizon just took second place in a local local league here. So congrats to Mr. Dizon right there. You know what I need to get? Well, you're going to get an air horn, first of all. What I need to get is like a round of applause one. Right? Like a, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's probably on my computer. Yeah, the crowd. I should get one of those things. I do ask you guys also, I gave you a fake number. You know what's funny about that, Alex? I know your phone number off the top of my head. It starts with a 619, then it's a 602, and then there's 4 more numbers. You guys can probably guess them at that point. Back in the day, I swear it's Oliver, but back in the day, someone put my phone number out on PB Nation. And like this kid had it, and like I would get called from this kid all the time.
I did that to Short as a joke on Easter.
That's
I was
super
like,
nice.
The first 20 people to text me get a free headband. I put it on PB Nation, and he got like 500 messages.
That's not really nice at all. That's so messed up. That is so messed up.
I never said it was nice. I knew what I was doing.
No, but it's beyond. It's beyond mean. It's like That's like the next level of mean. That's like tipping a porta potty over on somebody kind of mean.
File a sweepstakes for a free iPad online and put their email in or something.
No, but it's even better than
that's how you get like 10,000 spam emails.
Oh yeah. I think people. Someone gave my number. Someone. I know it was Marcelo. I know for a fact that it was Marcelo because I got a phone call. You know when you get the phone calls from the Marriott, it's like, hey, a friend or somebody who says recommended. I'm like, what? Who would do that? And he's like, Mr. Marcelo Margot. And I hit Marcelo up. I'm like, dude, what was the deal? And he's like, yeah, we had to sit through this timeshare, but like I got something free if I gave someone my like a friend's number. And I go, bro, not cool. Like so not cool at all.
Did we? Yeah. Do we want to talk about the codes a little bit? I had something.
Yeah, we're kind of getting into this. So let's get into the codes right now. I've been wanting to get into these quite a bit, and especially because of the topic of us having to change the God bunker, and all that. And we have that code drill on BKI, where it's the communication one. But I want you to. I see you've drawn up a little.
So there's kind of there's 3 parts to this. The one thing that I've really been thinking about, putting a lot of thought into lately, especially for the younger divisional guys, is a big problem that they say that they're having a lot. And your guys told me this too. Is that like we're up a lot of times, like we're up 5-on-4 really quick or 5-on-3. We just have a hard time sometimes closing the games correctly, or it ends up down to a 1-on-1.
Right.
And I was like, man, maybe just think about this. And this is something I thought about, like, especially when you have a field where not a lot of people are getting shot off the break and it's fairly like a pocket field. You do want to take some risk early if you can to get the advantage because you can keep them there. So whether it's a snake or getting into like a Dorito 2 area, whatever it may be. But what I've been kind of feeling like, especially helpful to divisional players, is that yes, you do want to take those bites early if you can, and it is worth the risk in those 5-on-5s. But as you start to get those kills and you are up like 5-on-4, 5-on-3, especially I think 5-on-3 is the sweet spot where you actually pull back for a little bit, or not pull back, but you stay in that lock for a second with everybody's guns rolling and making sure that every single person of your 5 guys know exactly where those 3 guys are, because 2 things I notice are happening in that situation. One, either if everyone's shooting their guns and you don't have 2 guys trying to run down the field, which you're essentially kind of playing a 3-on-3 at that moment because 2 guys are moving and you have those 3 guys playing the other 3 guys. So at that moment, those other 3 guys, they might try to fill a gap, like get out to a corner and slow the game down. But if you kind of squeeze them for a little bit when it's that 5-on-3, you have 5 guns rolling, it's going to make it really difficult for those 3 guys to go anywhere. And if they do, that's your chance to pick up that 3rd elimination.
Sure.
So it's kind of, something that I thought is pretty helpful for, just having that intent, because if they don't try to make a move and those 3 guys stay in that same spot, then everyone will be on the same page. And it's not just the snake guys going down the field because they saw 2 guys come off their side, and then the Dorito players are just sitting there like they still think that there might be 4 or 5 guys left. And then one of those snake guys gets shot, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we just lost his body. Are we down a body now?" And they're up, and you're like, "No, you guys had the game the whole time. You just let them shoot a guy and fill out, and then they came back and won." So something that I have been like die hard about implementing and making sure is the side blown calls, and that's like I think I told you about that. Like for your guys, we use like Yankee and Dodger. And you guys should have, honestly, if you can do 2 dimensions of it, there's 2 layers. One is you want to have a call if you have shot that tape side out. So typically that would be like the God bunker, the snake insert right before the snake. And then that spot on the Dorito side, that's that last bunker before you enter into the Dorito tape. Now, if you have those completely cut off, you have a huge advantage, especially if you are out there before the other team. where the extreme advantage is if no one is close to you on that side besides the back center. Typically what happens, that you see that commonly in tournaments because the outside player gets a penalty and they pull the guy right next to them. And now you have a full side blown, and if you have 5 up with them only in that, 25% corner of the field with a spread, that call to me, and I was telling your guys this and my fellow guys this weekend, like if I hear the hard charger, whatever it is, meaning back center is the only thing over, in my mind, we just won the point. We won the point. As long as everyone does their job. And the pro teams out there are doing that. Like, you don't see many pro teams lose 5-on-3s if they can keep that player in the back center.
Sure.
And the back center is that center bunker is the most pivotal thing on this. Because, don't you, when you hear the hard charger, you're like, okay, it's game over as long as we don't mess up here. So that should be something that, when you guys hear that, everyone knows what they need to do. Position their body. Like I was talking to Gabe, your guy, because it was the whole Dorito side was blown out all the way to the back center, and he was still playing like the Dorito 3 was hot almost. And I'm like, hey, free your body up. You don't even see your Dorito guys completely wrapping around. So those, for me, those codes are huge. They're extremely important because it allows your guys to start wrapping. And the last thing I was going to say about this is kind of for front guys, and I was talking to my guys. I did like a little drawing here, and this is basically for, my front guys, as you're coming down the field, and that, let's use that can as a back center. I know I didn't draw this very well. But as you're coming down these Doritos, and you want to prevent this back center guy from filling out, if you have domination over that guy, when you make the move, because I saw my guys, they would make the move, they're like, he wasn't shooting at me, and they would take so long to like get back in and then come out. The back center player goes, he either fills out or he goes, that guy was there. I have no one else holding him. He must have moved to the next Dorito. And as he's moving, you just lost that advantage that you went to that next spot, and then you should come right back out and be waiting there because that player might wrap back again and go to put you in, and you're already at the next spot. So you want to be like
fast,
extremely explosive in those situations. And honestly, in that situation, hold that all the way till you get up to their Snake 4 or their Dorito 2. And then you can get those cross-field shots because by that time, your players behind you should come up to fill that hold and hold the back center in, so then you can close the game. But as a front player, like, you then in those situations, for me, like, if we shoot the whole snake side off and I get to the Snake 1, instead of spending 15 seconds to crawl all the way to their Snake 4, where, and I remember specifically, like, Marcelo's really good at this. Snake players will sleep on him, and then they just crawl the whole way down, and then he slips out of the corner and then comes out on the tape and shoots them. And it's like, so in that sense, for me, I'm going to stay at the Snake 1 or the 2, and I'm just going to hold that guy till we get a guy in the middle who then can pick the hold up. Then I'll go to the Snake 5 and close the game. Well, and so you've got to know how to switch the gears.
Yeah, and you know what? That's funny because, that whole containment thing that we talked about like several weeks ago was based on my frustrations with my guys, with the Savage guys, and then not being able to capitalize on that, right? Sure. The 4-on-4, or they were 4-on-5s, or they were 5-on-4s, or they were even 5-on-3s, and guys would just fill right on out because our guy was taking too long to get up, or they would move simultaneously. One person would fill out to the corner while we're diving into the snake, allowing that extra body just to plug out there. And we kind of brought it up a little bit about the Florida layout. Like, if Mouse is in that corner, not letting anybody fill out to the other corner on the other side of the field, then he kind of owns that dominance. And as soon as he realized that nobody was kind of like paying attention to him, he zips into the snake and stings you fast enough before you can even counteract any of that stuff because someone just goes to sleep on him. Yeah. So it's the same sort of idea right there. Is you got to keep eyes on that, or you have to plug that hole. Yes. So you're one or the other. Yeah. And then so like the theories are you either have to plug the hole if you're on the side that lost that body, or you got to bash down that other side. Yes. Or you have to have a real good steady hand like Marcelo or Malloy, who can fend off somebody in their snake when you're just in the back center only, like just hiding behind your gun and dink people out. So that containment issue is a huge factor, and a lot of that comes from getting that code, because a lot of times you'll see that and you'll want to immediately capitalize. And if you don't say anything, like that, the ability to communicate that Dodger call or the Charger call or whatever call you guys have to signify that you've blown out one side, if you're the one who sees that and your mentality is, oh, cool,
I gotta go.
It's all gravy, I gotta go,
and
you attack, you get shot, or you just get your head in the ground and then the guy just prances out to the corner, affected.
Yeah.
Instead, if you take a minute to take a breath and yell that call, the rest of your team will go, oh, okay, great. And then you guys will link up, and then you'll be able to apply more pressure, and then you could start to make your moves, right? Sure. So there's a little bit of a fine line there, right?
Yeah.
And if you are going to make your move, make sure you make it and then quickly get your gun up, because the second your head goes down, a lot of you guys know this, is if someone puts you in and makes a move, guess what? That's one less gun on you, and a lot of times you're going to want to make that counter move.
Yes.
So if I see someone dive into the snake and I know that I've lost my outside, I'm going to do a quick wrap to see if anybody's holding me, and I'm going to try to zip out there as fast as possible to plug that hole.
Exactly.
So, a simple code right there can really save your life. Now, unfortunately, the guys up front are the ones that are worst at the communication.
Yes, yeah.
So it does have to come in. It takes a lot of attention and discipline to make that actually happen.
And on top of that, I notice that a lot of times front players always get dinked out easily in these situations, because everyone always knows, and this is something we always talk about, that every time you engage in that gunfight, it's a 50-50, right? And if I'm in the snake too, and you're holding me there, you would love for me to try to battle you,
right?
Because that 50-50, because of how risky and how unrewarding that is for me, like, you want me to try to engage with you, because if Ryan can just shoot me out there versus coming all the way down to his snake, then that's the best possible thing that can happen for Ryan. So this whole containment thing, it doesn't mean you need to gunfight with that guy to put him into the bunker and suppress him. You can pick a spot right in front of, without being seen and without engaging that guy. You pick the next spot that he has to go to, and you just make sure that you put paint through that zone constantly. Like, because at that point, you're at a huge disadvantage battling that guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I already know we were going to win the game if we have 5 alive and you're the closest to me in the back center. I just got to make sure you don't get out.
Right, yeah, actually, I'm glad Titus just popped into the chat, and that's actually a good point, because Titus, you are that guy a lot of the times who are up in front. You see what happens, and then you try to immediately capitalize on it, and then you're like, damn it, like, how'd they fill out? And then you get frustrated by, usually you turn around and go, how'd you guys let that guy fill out? And you're like, well, dude, I didn't even know, or we weren't set up, or we were moving at the same time. So just taking a breath and making that a little information, then it oftentimes gets you all dialed in with being on the same page.
I mean, I also I don't want to toot my own horn here about this, but I think me being so vocal about exactly what I'm talking about is one of the things that contributed to us winning this last tournament, because we were, obviously Mouse was able to get out wide all the time, and I was having pretty good success getting out wide as well. We would get out wide. We have great shooters off the break. We were shooting the wide guy, and our first practice against damage, there was 6 points. I remember we had kill one. The closest guy was the back center, and I'm in the corner, and we have a guy in the god, and they came down the drill side and won.
Right.
And I'm freaking out. I'm like, guys, we should not lose a full side blown with 5 guys alive, and we're out on the snake side. And it kept happening, and for 3 days I'm like, guys, I'm gonna freak out. This is so bad, because we kept losing that, because the Dorito side, they would just blow through. So what we started doing in that situation is, if we instantly got that, we would default almost everyone to the Dorito side. Sure. Instead of holding that, you would allow at that point Mouse, obviously in the corner, would just was the anchor in that situation, because you only needed one person to hold the snake side fill out, and then everyone would just immediately kind of default over there, because we knew that's where the first push would come from. Yeah. And damage especially was doing that a lot.
I know.
They were going heavy down that side, and I think that was something that helped us immensely because we
Well, for sure.
we would have lost a lot more points, I think, not realizing that
you
concept.
guys essentially won it because Mouse looked inside and was able to dink those guys up as they're coming down effortlessly down that Dorito side. They weren't really trying very hard either, which was they didn't seem like they had a lot of hustle.
Yeah,
they thought it was like automatic because they probably never experienced a guy from the corner looking inside.
Yeah,
because no one really does that.
No,
much.
yeah,
you stay on that wrap,
especially on that powerful of a corner there.
Yeah. So, and actually, I don't know if you guys read it, but Alex Fragi says that he actually invented the hold and.
I will contribute a lot of that to Alex because how many tournaments did we go through where Alex is like the snake 1's the best spot and it's like a long snake and I wanted like no, let's go to the snake 4 or the 5, but I will contribute a lot of that, what I'm saying to what Alex taught me. Because he was, a big advocate in those types of situations where the field was blown that as a snake player, you can turn into a black player momentarily till people get set up.
Until people get set up. Because, your instinct is just like, I got to go and get behind them and capitalize as quickly as possible.
Greed. You want to be the superhero.
Yeah, you want to be the superhero.
But I'm like, just tell my guys, like, hold for just a little bit. When they get set up, you can then go down to the snake 5 and shoot everyone. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Should we see if Alex is busy? Should we give him a call? Raider call, his idea. Yeah, let's give him a ring, seeing as he's watching the show anyway. Wait, calling? No, FaceTime. We need FaceTime here.
Should we get?
I'm gonna put him right here on the. We have a garbage truck right here today. That's gonna be holding. There he is. Oh wow. Whoop. Maybe we need a different little thing to. This trash truck isn't gonna be good for holding.
Yeah. Hey boys.
Hey!
Right. I got a haircut too. Look at us.
Wow! Look at that haircut. That looks like you look like if that thing opens up, we're gonna have to pick up Legos. But yeah, bring it on over.
600.
You look like Chris Rock, Rudy. What is it? Roddy Rudy on The Fifth Element.
It's barber. Yosha's my barber, so you can take that up with him.
Okay. Well, I don't need to take it up with him. You need to take it up with him.
Dude, you guys are looking great today.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Look at you.
What is that shirt you're wearing there?
Who, me?
Annandale Paintball. What's that?
That's where I just was. I was shout out to Annandale Paintball. That's where I just was this weekend in Minnesota.
Sweet.
It's in Annandale, Minnesota. So, did you see that sweet little graphic I got of you right here? I was saying if the people, if you want to be featured, we can chuck you up. Look at this. Watch this right here. Don't move. Hold on. We can just chuck you up and hold on. Yeah. Look at that. You're right. You're here twice.
Wow, I gotta get a nose job. Gotta figure something out here.
Yeah, you gotta figure something out. So
it's all right. I'm married. I'm good. What am I talking about? It's over for me anyway.
Speaking of being married, you gotta. When's the due date? What's happening here? Are we on baby watch?
Yep. Throw some names suggestions in the comments because we're still without a name.
Mm-hmm. It's a boy. So Alex is having a boy here in about 10 days. Within the next 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my hat's in the ring for Ryan.
I like that name, Ryan.
That's a good one. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It's a little bit weak. It's a little bit weak, though.
I don't know about that. I tend to disagree.
I like the name Sebastian.
Dude, that's what my wife said today. She's like, Sebastian.
That's like my. I think if I have a son, I'm gonna name him Sebastian.
That's a good name, but my dad. So my little sister was gonna name her son Sebastian, and then my dad weighed in on it with some not nice comments. So I'm sure you can imagine what those were like.
Yeah. I had a friend in middle school. His name was Rowan. I kind of like that name.
Yeah, that's good.
We had one of Yosha's roommates was Rowan, I think. Ronan or something like that.
All right. Well, since you guys were nice enough to have me on, I'll throw down a giveaway for you guys real quick.
Oh, nice. Look at that. We bring Alex on and he sprinkles us with gifts. You know,
that's right. That's what you get.
We'd like to have you anyway. Okay, before you sprinkle everybody, I do want you to weigh in on So you came up with the Raider call, sure, and the Charger and the concepts there. But how do you feel about the whole God and changing the communication of the God bunker?
Should it be taken
So
off
look,
cable TV?
If it's a politically correct thing, I think the term God bunker, the way we use it, is not an insult in any way. All it means is it's the most powerful bunker on the field.
And you always say the God,
Right.
too. It's never like...
Yeah, so for me, I personally have no problem with it. I mean, where it came from was there was a bunker in Mare Island that was like all these sticks and pallets and stuff all shaped like and tires all in this huge horseshoe. And you could fit like 5 people in there. And when you had that bunker, like the other team wasn't going to win. So it was the most dominant bunker on the field. Hence, God is the most dominant deity in our universe. So, yeah, I think it worked.
You guys still don't use that one call that we use for the floater on the Dorito side, do you?
We do.
You do still use that?
Yeah, the midget.
Yeah.
Yeah. The stranger and the midget.
There was that one event. Oliver was
Yeah,
yelling
midget's not okay.
2
That's
calls.
pretty bad.
Yeah. We got those are definitely something that we need to get rid of.
Yeah.
Those ones are definitely against the politically correct.
Dude, we gotta get woke here, boys.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. And then as far as how about communication? Michael Cruz asked, so when you are coming up with names, basically when you're coming up with names for the headbands for HORMESIS release, do you see that one? Can you make a Mare Island headband?
So yeah, that would be really good. We actually named some after like the old Mare Island locals that were guys that were, the local heroes at the field to us. But yeah, we talked about naming some after locations. We actually did that on one of our recent ones, named them after the tournaments where the Iron Kids played at in the Great Western Series. So some of them were named after that, which was cool. But yeah, that's a good one because Mare Island's gone now, and it's certainly a defunct name that deserves to be remembered.
Yeah. Maybe a bunch of the fields that we used to go to that aren't RIP, the RIP series.
Yeah,
just
name them after iconic fields. Like you could do like Badlands, SC Village.
Where they did all the old NPPL events.
Sure.
Or the fields that are no longer, or teams that are no longer. The RIP series.
Yeah.
Good.
The Dock Raider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you said I would still be playing in the woods?
We'd all be still playing in the woods.
I never played in the woods, and I hate
playing.
playing in the woods.
Yeah, actually, that reminds me. So, did you never played? Not even when you very first time you've ever played
Like
paintball.
2 times.
Played twice in the woods.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I went straight. I mean, I played on those like scenario, like the wooden structures and.
Dude, I gotta hand it to you,
school.
Kyle. You really you did it, man. You came from being just a little kid and wanted to play paintball, and you said, "I'm gonna be good at that," and you put it in, and you committed, and look at you now, sitting next to Ryan Greenspan.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Ryan. Yeah, who would have thought?
Who would have thought? It could be you, dude.
You did it.
Don't be jealous, Al.
Yeah,
I get Kyle.
I'm proud. I'm not jealous.
Thank you. It was a journey.
Yeah, Taylor, that's correct. Kyle played woods ball only twice, and then the third time he ever played was with us in a tournament. And he says, "I'm not doing this shit anymore. I hate this." And then we go, "Hey, there's prize money." He goes, "Oh wait, there's prize money? All right, yeah, let's go. Sign me up. I'm in."
It's scary. I know. Kyle is scary.
No, the thing that I don't like about playing in the woods is the cheating is like to a next level, and I know how frustrated I'm gonna get when I shoot someone in the goggles 3 times and they keep playing.
That is true. You definitely don't want to play at the ICC then.
I know, that's why I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Dude, that's the fun part about it, man. You come off the field and you're talking smack to some guy that cheated you, and he's like, "No, I shot you and you shot me." That's half the fun.
Yeah.
And then you deny it, and then 2 years later you're like, "Yeah, you got me."
I mean, not like I'm saying there's anything wrong with it, and you gotta. It's Wild West out there. It's just next level Wild West.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should make a list. We were actually talking about that for headbands. The dirtiest cheaters to play. Who are those guys?
Yeah.
You just held your tongue there.
The cop cock.
Yeah, guys that aren't playing really actively anymore.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah, you can't.
I'm not gonna name one after like Rainey, but
Yeah, you can't drop the dime, the Goldman.
No.
The Mr. Cheats, the Lasoya.
Soya, dude. Dude, Lasoya and Davey just crushed it down in Mexico.
Yeah, I heard.
They got second, but hey, man, for a couple of old geezers, man,
How Marcelo's
they were
team
moving pretty
do?
well.
They must have won. Marcelo's team won then?
No, Harrison Fry's team won.
Oh no! Yeah. I was wondering why I didn't see any suck these winning toes in the bathtub videos this weekend.
Oh, Marcelo from Tulum, yeah, he plays straight from victory.
Suck these winning toes.
Yeah, champagne over his toes.
He's gonna be mad at you guys for that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this.
Come on.
No, it's all right. You get roasted. Everybody gets roasted.
Yeah.
So, okay, what's another good code? Let's hear it.
I still like when Thomas cheated you at that tournament and then said God's watching you. Like he doesn't cheat all the time.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
I just started laughing. I'm like, Thomas, you cheat all the time. God's watching you also.
That's great.
That was hilarious. Like this whole argument is illegitimate now.
Yeah.
I mean, you may as well say Santa's watching you. Well, Santa's watching you, Thomas.
Yeah. God damn it.
Dude, props to Thomas though. Hey, what an event he had.
I know, right?
They all played really, really well.
Yeah, Kyle was saying they were really worried, like at that when they were tied up. They're like, "Oh man, is this one of those times the one out of 6 years?"
Yeah, I said that to Trevor before the match goes in. I was like, you know how Infamous wins that one match every like 6-7 years, or one tournament? I mean, I was like,
yeah,
we got to make sure that doesn't happen.
Until the one point where they just totally blew it, where Mouse was in the corner and Thomas
tried to run through the middle of the field.
And Thomas got the penalty. I think they were up maybe one or two bodies. Mm-hmm. And then there was a similar point in the damage game that was that same situation where Mouse was in the corner and J-Rab had a broken gun over there. I mean, when I say broken gun, it was unusable,
shooting sand out
and there was four damage guys, and they came in slow on J-Rab and Mouse shot him, two of them, and then jumped in the snake and finished out the game. I mean, that moment in the tournament was critical.
And J-Rab's gun was down, right?
Oh, not only down. I mean, it was
sand.
I was watching on the sidelines. Yeah. Like it would.
And they're on top of it. There were people in the stands going, "Go, his gun's down."
Yeah. Oh no, I was in the stands. They were talking shit to J-Rab.
I know they were saying.
J-Rab, you saw me saying mean stuff to him.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
they.
Yeah.
Alex.
No, I love J-Rab.
Hey guys, keep it down over there. J-Rab, you're soft. Who said that?
J-Rab's rocking one of our headbands. I'm fucking props to J-Rab.
Yeah, he played really good too.
Yeah, that's right. Droog says if you had a force, it wouldn't have been down. That's absolutely right.
Well, he uses the open bolt, and he took a bunch of sand in there.
Open bolt, and then elements can get inside of your gun.
Yeah,
that's a tough design.
If his gun was working, they may have lost that point.
Right? Yeah, because he may have been engaging too much on those guys. Right? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, he's still shooting a LV. That's
Man,
right.
what happened when you guys used to play on the sand in Huntington Beach? How many guns went down there?
None, because we weren't playing with open bolts, and they actually it wasn't nearly as bad, and plus you don't move as fast, so there wasn't any you weren't ever selling out on the sand because you can't get enough speed.
That was only one time, I think, or maybe 2 times.
It was only once, I think, just the first year. And so what they did is they put that netting underneath each bunker, and they put a little bit more hard packed dirt and stuff like that. So when you dove into the spot, but imagine how fast can you run on the sand and then dive? It's not like where in Florida you're running through getting a lot of speed and then just hitting a pile of sand.
Sure.
So
I don't know what sounds worse, playing in the woods or playing in the sand.
Paintball on my beach. Remember that guy? What are you doing here, bro? I was going surfing today. That was my beach, bro. Paintball? What's that?
So do you want to come up with another piece of trivia? People were stoked. You had a really good. I didn't think it was very good trivia personally, but it ended up being some pretty good stuff.
Oh, Dizon and William Green, thank you guys.
Yeah, shout out to Dizon and to William Green. Al, you just fixed Dizon's gun, yeah? Just recently?
Yeah, I can't remember. Oh yeah, he just had a trigger issue.
Oh.
The gun wasn't like down or anything, but yeah, I did dial him in.
Trigger job. If you need a trigger job.
Trigger job.
Get
I'm your man.
He's
Rodney.
your man.
I sent your gun down to Rodney and then he sent it back to me, so Rodney did your trigger job for you. All right, so you can give it out how you want if you want to spin your wheel or something. But I have.
Well,
this,
we have a bunch of wheel spin items already. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items and big ticket items to give away. So let's hit one to everybody. I know that we have more members in the chat room than we do non-members, but I always like to give an opportunity for those of you guys who are not members yet to also be able to win something here and there because we're very inclusive here at the Spick and Span Show. Mm-hmm. So let's hit the like. Oh, there we go. Look at that. I just said that. We got a like. So yeah, Owen, I do still play for Dynasty. So Alex, why don't you come up with a piece of trivia for everybody? I don't want to put you on the spot right now. You can think of it. I can.
Well, don't you want to know what I'm giving away?
No, I don't really care actually.
Hey, and by the way, I still have a beanie over there and a coin sitting over there from 2 of the people last week that you didn't send me your addresses.
Oh yeah, they didn't send. It was Eric Fedderson and Todd Roberts already got his, but Mike Kreitz did not send.
Yeah, so Mike
and Todd,
the other dude,
or Eric, Mike and Eric. But yes, Todd Roberts actually just got his coin. Todd Roberts won about 2 months ago. Won a signed water bottle, and it just showed up today.
Wow.
So shout out to the USPS getting things done.
Man, those guys, yeah.
Contracted out the Greyhound bus.
Yeah. He's like, hey, that water bottle just showed up.
Man, when I go drop off the headbands to get delivered, there's like a back alley to the rear loading dock at USPS. It's literally like the apocalypse over there. There's like people like wandering around. There's tumbleweeds. It's like no one's like working at all. They're just staring at the ground, kicking around bottle caps. It's crazy.
That bottle must have got made away on that big cargo ship. They got stuck.
Yeah.
Canal.
It actually went across that way, went into the Suez Canal, got stuck, and then finally got out of Hawk, and then came up through the Mediterranean.
This is kind of off topic, but I just thought of this because I was debating this with Lamb. Yes, well, we weren't debating, we were agreeing. But you know how people think the flat earthers out there? Mm. So how, if you were to fly, what's their argument to?
They've got it all. Ask Marcelo.
So like, if you just head west and you just keep flying, it's like, what are you?
We're on a disc, is what they think.
So you go around the edge? Yeah. Instead of over and then underneath or
correct.
Off
Something
into
like
space?
That. I don't know. You gotta ask Marcelo.
Because he knows a lot of it.
Well, his buddy.
Kyle. Come on, Crypto Kyle. What do we got? What's mooning today?
Everything's pretty stagnant. I have them here.
Shiba Inu, Shibuya coin, Shibaken.
There's one called Sandshoe. I'm in that one. It's actually doing pretty good.
All right.
He's into a bunch that you need 5 apps over there.
It's really difficult to buy.
Hey, shout out to Cody Smick, my man. Actually, Cody just put me in touch with a friend of his, Billy Green from Georgia. I need to give a special shout out to him as well. He's a big fan. Actually, he's a big fan, but we are not his favorite players. I think Keith Brown and Jason Edwards are. But we still appreciate him because he does watch the Spick and Span show. So even though it's not us, which it should be, Billy, we still want to give you a special shout out and thank you, Cody, for getting us in contact. I'm going to send him a signed poster as soon as Kyle signs it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Banana Blue. Oh, yeah, Bud Duca asks if he can send his force to get tuned and teched.
Of course.
Yeah. You got a force, of course. You got it.
Yep, you got a force, of course. Yeah. That's what we do. We tune in tech here.
But yeah, we're ramping up here. Actually, Alex just finished up the page, which we're gonna launch the raffle on next week. I got the posters in right here. You're gonna get some signed posters to give away next week.
Those are cool.
So stay tuned to that as well. We're gonna launch. I'm gonna launch it to the Super Mega Support Status members, and then everybody else right after that. And then the code is gonna be, or the link will be shared next week on the show on Monday, regularly scheduled time. and there's going to be a raffle to win the other one of my signature series forces, amongst other stuff. We got a ton of stuff.
Launch it, Ren. Launch it to the moon.
We're gonna launch it to the moon.
To the moon, baby.
And I'll go over the massive amount of prizes that we're gonna be giving away.
Oh yeah, wait. What were you giving away?
Yeah, what are you giving away?
I got a nice little prize here. We have these. Oliver posted up some pictures of them recently, and I have a couple here. So it's a nice little headband. These are called double dragons.
Whoa!
So
Damn.
The idea here is for people that don't like the terry cloth or like to do the double band. It's got a full one color on the other side with the tag, and then on the other side another color with the tag. So these are pretty slick. This one's brown and blue, and it's got a white dragon and a gold dragon. So,
and they're white on the edges. There's color, like a color blocking there?
Yeah, so they're like faded. So
okay.
The tails are white, and then
Whoa.
That thing's
so
rad.
that's like when they dye the fabric, they
the chats are blowing up.
Yeah, look at that.
So
That's a mega prize right there. What so is that the standard series, or is that the new one that you guys are coming out with?
we haven't released this series yet.
Okay.
So this is an exclusive Ryan Greenspan show.
Wait, you're about to give that away?
Spick Span Show, huh?
You're about to give that away?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a great gift.
That's cool.
I gotta package it. Hey man, for you guys, I want people to tune in, man. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah,
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
That's right.
All the people missing out on the show.
So, well, we got to think of something good here. We got to think of something really good to get people dialed in on this one.
All right, should we do a non-paintball trivia?
Sure. We can. Hey, listen, man. It's you.
All right. How about this?
It's your deal.
How are we gonna do this efficiently so that we don't have to?
Thank you, Taylor White, and shout out to Alex for this insane gift, an unreleased drop before anybody else can get their hands on it.
This might be one of the best things we've ever given away.
I don't think it's a drop. I mean, it's just a, it's a giveaway.
Yeah, but the drop hasn't happened. You just released these things on Instagram. Actually, I just saw them. I think I liked every single photo that you guys just released.
You're basically like giving away a first edition Charizard. No big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah.
NBD. So yeah.
Look at this
I
thing
would
I
say
found,
we'd-
Alex.
Yeah.
Huh?
Look at this. What I found. Did you see this earlier? I just found this in my bag of.
Sorry, I'm on my phone. I can barely see it. Oh, is it a lanyard?
Yeah, but it's an NXE one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that'll be good for your Audi keys. Throw it on there.
Oh yeah.
Take me to the moon.
Yeah.
Hey Kyle, if you get lost, just remember, head towards the moon.
I actually have a really funny story today, and I'll tell it on here. I hope these two don't get mad at me, but so I've been helping Marcelo buy some of these little funny coins, and he knows how to do it now. But I got a call from Tyler today, who was asking me how to get this one certain coin, and Marcelo's the only person I've told about this coin. So I go, Marcelo, why didn't you help Tyler? You know how to do it. But I thought it was pretty funny that Marcelo just said, "Oh no, I'll let Kyle do the 30-minute."
Oh yeah, the 30-minute explanation of
Yeah,
how
yeah.
to download 4 different apps.
Yeah.
Just don't buy it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to say. Just don't buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should do an outer space one. Do the Anunnaki headband. Oh, there we go. Nick Person knows all about it. Shaibu. Isn't Shaibu like a Korean delicate dish, like a Shaibu hot pot?
I think it's Shiba Inu.
Yeah, it is.
No, but
That
there's
was basically like the Doge 2.0. That when that thing blew up, then everyone's like, "All right, these meme coins are."
Hey, Bunkered. Actually, he Alex already did one of those headbands. They just went out to a select group of people. Everybody that was very close to him got one of those, but there's not going to be any kind of drop just specifically for him, I don't think.
Yeah, no, we just we embroidered his signature on just a couple of bands to give to his boys. I think I might still have one somewhere that maybe we could auction for charity at some point or something, but I think it might be in my couch cushion or something like that.
Yeah, Cody goes, this drop is going to be on the BST HORMESIS page right away. All right, so what do we want to do? Kyle,
All right, here's one. Oh, it's a picture, but yeah, they probably won't be able to see the picture on there, huh?
Well, do you want to send it to me and I can put it up on the screen?
Sure.
So what is
All
it?
right.
Just guess. You text it to me right now, and then I'll send it up and I'll put it up onto the screen. So wait, is it just guess what this screen? Oh, well here, why don't you send it to me? That's not
Okay,
how you.
I'll send a different picture because I'm.
Are you not
I can't
wearing any
send it
pants?
to you. Hold on a second. Of course not, dude. You wear pants at work? Okay, here I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay, send it to me. All right, so everybody, just so you guys are all aware, look at that. We're at 60 likes to 80 views. So just so everybody's aware right now, we're about to drop a HORMESIS headband right here live on the show, which was an unreleased headband. So
Okay, do you think take a look at that picture? Tell me if you think it's gonna work.
okay. You just took a picture of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's decent.
Okay, yeah, I can make that work. All right, so
Okay,
what I'm gonna do is
basically in one message, say who all the people in the photo are, and first names are okay, just first names.
okay. So this
Wait,
is
is it
for
easy?
a HORMESIS headband. So let me go ahead and on the YouTube channel a drop right now. So let me
Wait,
Go ahead.
is it easy?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, that's super easy.
Maybe
And
for
you already shown it, didn't you?
No,
So
I
You changed the photo?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it's.
Why don't we
I
add-
listen, I can guess it right now,
Okay, listen. How about this?
and I'm not very good with people's names or anything like that.
Let's spice
All
it
right.
up. They have to add the year.
No way. That's
I don't know.
okay. Yeah, we don't. How do you know the? Okay, so let's go over this real quick while I cue this thing up. Okay, this is your opportunity to win one of the new Golden Dragon. Oh, what's an? Oh, what kind of file did you send me? What's an HEIC?
Yeah, maybe take a screenshot.
Give me a. I need like a JPEG. Oh, I know what I can do. Hold on. I'm gonna save the show here.
I'm packing a zip file over here.
Yeah. Thanks for zippity doodah daying this one. So this is gonna be. Whoops. Let's see here.
Wait, turn this.
Oh. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, there's no way they were gonna be able
It's
to see
still
it out
on
of
the
that corner.
screen.
You can't. There's no way. Can you tell what's going on in here?
I don't know.
Okay, should we do something else?
No, hold on. I'm gonna be able to fix this. I just need to. Oops. I need to change the file source here.
Dude, you're like Han Solo trying to get the Millennium Falcon into light speed right now. Trying to
Wait,
fix the hype.
is that not incredibly easy?
The picture?
Yeah.
No,
I-
I don't think so.
Oh, did you hear?
Who's all right? Is that?
You hear that?
It's really-
Just stop it. What's that?
A guy won a gold coin. He's on the scoreboard.
Who won it?
His name is Angel Torres.
Angel Torres. Hold on. Export as. Export. Angel Torres. Okay, yeah. So, well, I actually just won a format JPEG. I just won a silver coin.
Yeah, I saw that. Nice.
Hell yeah.
The chance. So yeah.
There we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do the best quality. Okay, we're resaving this. I'm exporting it. Okay. All right, so everybody, bear with us. Bear with us here. I've got the spinning wheel. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna add this photo. So remember, for those of you guys who are watching over here on my right, you guys got to be on the YouTube channel in
Hit that
order.
like-
Yeah, you got to hit that like button. Okay, where is it? It is on.
Dude, there's 2 dislikes.
2 people disliked?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know who they were.
We'll find you. We have the
Yeah,
the data systems in
yeah,
place.
data systems are in place. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post this picture. Okay, I think I can take up the whole screen. How do you think I should do this? Should I make it like that big?
And you get one guess.
You got to guess everybody, right? I should put it like this with us in the sides, or should I fill up the whole screen?
You can guess multiple times, but you just don't just start. blurting stuff out there because it's going to tip people off. So I would, be a little bit
Be
tactful.
discreet. Okay. So let's go ahead and 3 dislikes now. Thank you guys very much.
It was probably Marcelo and Tyler.
Yeah.
Awful like and moved it to a dislike.
Oh, what a bummer. Okay.
Yeah, it went from
So let's go over this real quick. Oh, wait, I can't show that yet. All right. So right now we're about to show on the YouTube channel. We're about to do a little trivia here, and the winner of this trivia, you got to be here live, is going to win a unreleased. Well, it's a release from the next drop of from HORMESIS, the Golden Dragon headband.
Yeah, this might be our next one. We have a couple more, but yeah, this might be our
Okay. So you're gonna win a HORMESIS headband. Is basically what you're getting at.
I've sent a couple of these out to like pros and some people that wanted some bands, but
What's up?
But well, definitely not you. And so yeah, it's a nice one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one's rad.
So there is a picture, an old picture that I'm about to post up. You have to name everybody's name all in one message. Is that correct? That's how it's going to work?
Correct.
So the first person to name all the players,
This is
all
too
4
easy. I'm telling
or
you.
6 players in there. I just don't think it's going to be as easy as you think.
100%. 100%.
Dude, last
It's
week...
gonna get guessed on like the second guess.
No, last week it took like 10 minutes for everybody to guess who we played in the prelims.
Or if like Quincy pops up and he's like, oh, I know everybody.
All right, well, whatever. We're going to try it. So this is right. So we've already notified everybody that they need to be on the YouTube channel. They need to be on their keyboards right now, being ready for this. This is how the drop works. If you're not familiar with how HORMESIS works, it goes quick. It goes quick. All right, Al, you ready?
Do it.
All right, here we go. Okay, the rules are simple. The first person to name all 5 players that are in this photo in one message is going to win a HORMESIS headband. You got to be on YouTube to claim the prize. So, ooh, bud.
Okay. I think this is
Oh.
Dude, Wizard.
I think it was.
Wizard got it.
Wow.
Wizard 26. Right, it went fast.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on. That's easy.
That was you put up a good quality. I mean, you zoomed in on that baby. I
Yeah.
mean, here's the actual photo. Where is it? It's like tiny.
No, I know. It was well, because I reformatted. It was like I should have done it here. I could have done it like this, so people had to really pay attention a little bit more.
That's the way we like it. Short and sweet.
Yeah. We still have a bunch of Ollie, Alex, SK, Timmy, Prost, and Dalton. Frank Connell's in here. Yeah, Frank. I like that people... Which one do you guys think is me and Yosh? That's the real question.
In Tyler. In the back center? Is that...
That could be Tyler. I could see that being Tyler.
Yo, where's Yosh? That's a good question.
But yeah, that was a good photo. I don't think that was unfair. And you know what? Just like I said, you gotta be fast if you want the HORMESIS drop.
You guys that are still guessing, Wizard got it already.
Yeah, Wizard.
Yeah, Wizard XXXI. Congratulations, you just won big time. But hey, for everybody else who's watching right now, I like how we jumped up in viewers, about 20 viewers right there. Everybody else who is joining us right now, just so you know, we do a weekly show. And if you're here and Alex is here, especially if Alex is here, there's a good chance you're going to get big prizes. Plus, don't leave yet because we still have 5 mega prizes. I know that HORMESIS one might be one of the best ones we've given out in quite some time.
Yeah, we should have done that last, but...
Well, we didn't know until...
Yeah.
Deal is tune into the show, like it, watch it, learn from it, support it. Yeah, what our brand is about is supporting the community, which Ryan and Kyle are certainly a big part of these days. At least for me, I love watching the show and being a part of it. So support these guys and have some fun doing it. So yeah, I will get your information up to Ryan, and I will get this baby packed up and sent out to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Alex.
Well, Alex, we appreciate that.
That was a score.
Even when you're gone.
Congrats,
right now,
Wizard.
Yeah, we're gonna keep you up. We're gonna keep you up on the show here. And everybody else who's already a member, you've got those special Alex Fragi emojis that you have access to. So why don't you guys go ahead and chuck some of those up? There's some HORMESIS coins in the emoji pack as well. You guys can throw those up there. And everybody make sure you thank Alex and sign up for the HORMESIS. I'm sure everybody's already signed up for the mailing list as it is. But yeah, stay tuned for more cool giveaways, courtesy of Alex and HORMESIS and CoinDuel now.
Yeah.
There it is.
Keep it tight and buy HK.
And Taylor White suggests Swayze Fragi.
I'll put that in the hat.
Put that in the hat, Swayze. Hey, Sway.
I am gonna go back through when I asked for names. I'm gonna go back through the comments and carefully look over them. By the way.
And Wizard, you can send the contact info directly to me via email, ryan@ryangreenspan.com. Please don't send those to any mean solicitors. And or you can
gave them that idea.
Or or you can send any of the information for addresses to any of our social media accounts. Alex, Steve Frazier asked when the black coins drop, but you've already given some out, right?
Yeah, so that's kind of complicated because I got them after the tournament, so I was hoping to pass them out there to the legendary guys. However, I got them after, so finding the guys and shipping them to a whole project. So basically, I'm gonna bring them to a tournament where a lot of those guys are gonna be at, and then just kind of one by one pass them out to legendary players. So for certain guys who have been in contact, already have them, like I don't know, Crystal Soya, Frank Connell, who else have I?
Hinman.
Yeah, Hinman, and those guys, like I had to send them something else too. So was just an opportunity to get those to them.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe I see or something. They'll be like good there. I'll be able to pass them out.
Mm-hmm. And the black ones are made out of adamantium, aren't they?
Yeah, they're made out of they're dragon bone from Game of Thrones.
Wolverine's claws.
Yeah, adamantium.
So last question before you go. Are you going to give a hint on when the silent drop is coming?
There's not going to be a drop this week. I'm hoping to do one next week, depending on, the baby situation. So maybe I'll be doing the drop from the hospital. We'll see.
Oh.
People wanted to know who lost their gold coin.
It was, I'll tell you. Hold on, let me check the scoreboard. 1 second.
And you guys, if you want to get any information about CoinDuel and CoinDuel Paintball, you can go to HORMESISPaintball.com. I believe up in the banner on the top there is a drop down menu for CoinDuel where you can purchase silver coins, and you can also look at the list of where the coins are circulating right now, how people won them, who have lost, who has won coins.
So if you go to the website, you can go to the scoreboard under the CoinDuel section, and coin number 350 was won by Angel Torres in a one-on-one against Thunder. And I looked at
Say it
Cato's
again, you broke up. What was his name?
Cato Warner on Thunder, and he I was checking on his Instagram, and he actually had played a whole bunch of one-on-ones against different people, different coin holders. So I know he probably won silver coins too. So he was actively playing, which is cool. It's what it's about. Pictures of him and some guys that looked like they were having a props to Cato, and congrats to Angel. You're on the scoreboard, and he's got his picture up there too. So he'll be up there forever.
And these are physical coins, not coins encrypted into the blockchain, correct?
No, it's Shiba Inu, Shiba.
Yeah, Lang coins. And there isn't. Are you gonna have anything to show how many pros have won silver coins?
No.
Okay, but to answer Carl, I know Carl was at the clinic this weekend in Minnesota. To answer your question about how many coins the pros have won, if I challenge Kyle or if I challenge Alex and I win their coin, so gold coins are the ones that are gold and black are tracked. The silver coins are not tracked.
Correct.
Alex does not have that much time. He's got a lot of free time on his hands, but not that much.
Yeah.
You should do something like once you get to a certain amount of gold coins, you could trade those gold coins in for a HORMESIS
Headband
product.
Sure. We could do something like that. It's just complicated, you know? Because
Yeah.
then pros could be like, all right, let's pull our coin.
Just get a headband.
You guys want to say hi to Yosh?
Hey, Yosh.
Hey, Yosh.
What's up, dudes?
Hey.
What up?
How's it going?
Good. Alex just gave away a headband.
Hell yeah.
People are stoked. Everybody's
Who's the
loving
lucky winner?
it. Is Wizard XXXII.
Love that guy.
He's a great guy. Congrats,
See you,
Wizard.
Yosh. Yosh is going home. He's
Hi,
out
Yosh.
doing trigger jobs.
Drive safe.
All right,
I saw someone had won. One of the guys on the team I coach had won a special edition black Sandana HORMESIS one with the mesh. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, no, we have some of those. I've got to get it together and get them all like sorted and release them. But they're pretty cool.
Yeah, those looked cool.
Yeah, like here, like if you look, 134 was TJ Danner's coin, but now Rainey Stanzak has it.
I think they flipped for it.
Yeah, it could be. Here's Yosh lost his coin, Rainey Stanzak. I know how that went down because I'm like,
But Yosh also has one of Mouse's coins, right?
on there. Yosh has number 35, who he beat Mouse in that game.
Dude, that should be worth the whole golden barrel right there. Look at that, Yosh. So Yosh beat Mouse. Mouse won the golden barrel. Ipso facto, Yosh is the golden barrel.
Ipso facto.
I keep trying to put them in that coin machine at Vaughn's, but it won't. It keeps spitting them back out.
Yeah, people are like, what's the actual silver content of these coins? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
2.3
Yeah.
ounce.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting down and using it to make fine jewelry.
Hey Siri, how much?
Yeah. Just melt it down. How much copper's in here?
All right.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna get to spinning the wheel. Thank you very much. Most likely won't talk to you until about 4 p.m. next Monday. All right. Well, no, I'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Oh, look, we're down to one dislike. There we go.
Hey,
Oh, nice.
thanks for changing your mind. It must have been Alex.
Yeah. No, here, this is me. See that right there?
Would you just dislike one?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
But now it's at 2.
Oh,
People are playing games here.
people are playing games. Play games with a thumbs up or thumbs up button.
Yeah, you can unlike and like the thumbs button as much as you want. The thumbs up.
Alrighty. Well, do you want to stick around and we'll spin the wheel? Do you want to watch the wheel happen?
Now I'm going to go get this packed up, and then I got to take my dog on a walk.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Love ya.
All right, dude. Thank you
Bye.
very much
Later,
for the
Alex.
gifts.
Do
Okay.
you think he meant a yo-yo or actual dog? Which one?
Is his dog named Yo-Yo?
No, I mean, you know that trick with the yo-yo?
No, what is it?
Walk
Walk the dog.
Walk the dog.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good one.
I
That's a
could
good
see
one.
Alex being good at a yo-yo.
I can definitely see Alex being really good at a yo-yo. He's not, though. I think he tried to be at one point, though. I think
Yeah.
he tried to be good at a yo-yo once before, but he's not actually good at the yo-yos. All right, so before we jump across to the screen, you guys make sure that everybody who wants to be a member is up on the wheel right now. So we're about to spin it. This goes out to everybody who's a member of the show. You get your name put on the giant window. What do we want to give away first? You want to grab something out of your pile? So we've got a bunch of gifts for you guys. Again, we apologize for making this on a Tuesday and inconveniencing your day slightly, but we made up for it with a bunch of cool gifts. So we've got.
So we could do this as the.
Speaking of
for
headbands,
everyone.
there we go. Right. What is this? A
I
flick
think I
down?
got it from a field.
Okay, cool. We're gonna give away a headband. It's not a HORMESIS headband. It's not Tiger Wear, but it's a headband and it's free. So let's just jump straight into our favorite thing. Is it on that side? There it is. There's the wheel. Okay, we're gonna.
I mean,
spin.
we could do maybe for this one we just let it be a everyone prize.
Okay.
Unless you guys all like this headband, because I don't want to give it to someone that might not want it. So maybe we see who wants this.
No, everybody wants a headband.
Okay.
Swag. Look at that.
Okay.
Tabletop swag. Swag. All right, there we
All
go.
right.
Yeah, dude, we're getting swag right now. Dude, everybody's gonna be happy. If you don't like it, you could always re-gift it, and that's what we're all about here.
Yeah, you can put it in the comment.
Michael Halsey. I'll get you in on the next one, but right now it looks like Immortal Bandito is the winner. That is a pretty tight name, actually.
That is a good name.
That is a really cool.
You got this cool camo headband here. It says Total Combat on it.
That is a cool name here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna add to this. I'm gonna add really quickly, Mr. Michael Halsey. Halsey. Okay. And then, guys, if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any recommendations, if you guys have any ideas for us to talk about on the next show, we are going to be giving more giveaways away. And don't go away, because I am going to be giving you guys a lot of the details surrounding the raffle that I'm going to be doing. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm excited about it because I'm giving away a ton of stuff. And you know that Alex kicks down pretty heavy for everything that we do, so he's probably going to kick down some HORMESIS products, which you guys might even like more than winning the gun itself. So, all right, what do we got next up on the giveaway?
This one, I got a quick, easy trivia for.
Okay.
So this is a AG Paintball sleeveless hoodie. I think it's actually called the
Belichick.
The Belichick is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Cool little staff hoodie. It's really soft, warm. I think it's a large. Yeah, large. So the trivia for this is going to be the first person that can name AG Paintball's 2 field teams. Go.
Okay, so name AG Paintball's 2 field teams, the 2 home teams.
Yep.
The 2 for AG Paintball.
You remember them, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then while we're waiting on this one, Kyle, you check the comment section. Mr. Bunkert, I do appreciate you asking about my back. My back is feeling substantially better, however, very, very stiff every morning still. It feels really good. It's day to day. I start physical therapy tomorrow, and I'm pretty excited about that. I did go through another round of several different types of x-rays, kind of paying more close attention to the discs in my back and on my spine, all over my spine. They said everything looks good right there. They said they don't feel that I need an MRI just yet, but they're going to revisit all that depending on how I feel in the next couple of weeks. But I'm doing everything that I possibly can to get things back up and comfortable. Oh, play the game. That is PTG's in there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. that's where the thumbs down
where
came
from?
Is that you guys play the game? We see you in there. So shout out to Play the Game right there. Hey, PTG, who do you guys have coming up? It looks like Michael Cruz might have won that one, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Michael Cruz. So Mr. Michael
Cruz.
Yep. Is going to win this hoodie.
Knights and Encore.
Oh, and what's that noise? Okay, this is the Belichick.
Belichick here.
Okay. Hey, PTG, who do you guys got coming up on the show next? Why don't you go ahead and shoot the comment? Grayson is on tonight. That's going to be a good one. Grayson.
Oh, that is going to be a really good one.
Mr. Gladstone.
I got
That's a good one.
8% battery life.
Okay,
here.
well, before we die, let's go back over to spin the wheel. What do we got next? And oh, guys, don't go just yet, because we do have the Bunker King or Virtue or some sort of goggles. We're not even sponsored by Bunker King or Virtue, but it was gifted to the show from NRG Elite, right?
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yep.
Do you want to give away a prize?
From the owner of NRG
Send it
Elite.
to us, and we'll send it out to the paintball world. Okay, going over to the wheel before Kyle's computer dies. Spin it to win it.
For this? I didn't even say it.
Oh, yeah, we're getting a Planet Eclipse hoodie! Oh, J. Stu, almost. Hunter! Yeah! Mr. Hunter. Shout out to Hunter. Hunter's actually going to be helping us pit in Philly.
I actually love this hoodie, and I wanted to keep it. It's just a little tight on the neck area.
All right. Oh,
So-
Jace, I know. Jace Stu hasn't won in a long time.
Look how big this area is.
That's hard for me to judge. Just got to stretch it out. You got to rip it.
No,
like
it
Vic.
doesn't. Oh, I could rip it.
Yeah,
I could cut it.
Vic Gamboa does a little seam.
Well, I
does a
can't
little
now.
No, you can't now. It's not
Yeah.
yours. You don't. You officially
Should have told me that idea before.
Before I really like this hoodie.
At least you told me not to sell this.
There we go. Give that
Give
away.
it away, yeah.
All right. Congrats, Mr. Hunter Reardon. I'm glad that Jay Stu is letting other people win right now. Also, I'm glad you
Yeah.
guys brought that up. He hasn't won in a couple of months, actually. All right. Do you have anything else in your pile?
Yes, I think this one we also should do for I guess we could do it for everyone, but
Open it up to everyone.
or the mega.
You want to have that be a mega support?
Yeah, I mean maybe we could just do it for all the supporters.
Yeah. Just do another big wheel spin.
So here I have something. Actually, this is also pretty rad. This is also from AG Paintball. We love all the guys out there. Eric, who owns the field, is literally making it like the main attraction of the town. Like they have laser tag, restaurant there. Lots of different paintball to play. But he gave me a pair of these for us to give away on the show. They're custom for their Knights team. And these are actually like brand new GI joggers. They have the cuffs on the bottom. These are great. I have a pair of these. Obviously ours don't say AG Knights on them, but I love these pants. Super lightweight. This is a small, but they do fit fairly big. So if you're media, like Ryan could fit these, even though he's a little bit bigger than me.
There we go.
But and if you don't have if you can't wear them, you can always give them to a teammate or something like that. I'm sure you could find.
Yeah, you can find somebody. And again, like we said, and actually like what Alex said, the mission statement of Hormesis is just kind of like is trying to support everybody out there and like support the community. So again, if it doesn't fit, I've seen Steve, you won a gear bag a couple of months back, and Steve said, you know what, spin the wheel again, give it to someone else. So if they don't fit you and you don't want them, we can spin the wheel again. You could get them and you could regift them.
Yeah.
That's all. Regifting is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You ever seen?
You could say I bought these for you.
Old school.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, thanks. Here's a horsewoman present. He's like, oh, I got that for you for your wedding. Oh, same model. He's like, no, this same exact one. This actually. He's like, oh, I love it. I love it. So all right, let's get back over to the wheel. And on this round, if you guys have won already, your name has been removed, but don't worry, I'll put it back on there for next week's big grand prize. All right. Bunkered Media, I am rooting for you just past. Oh, D's on, William. Oh, D's on.
D's on.
D's on.
Nice.
Congrats,
D's
dude.
on hasn't won in a while.
No, he hasn't. D's
Yeah.
on. There we go.
I like
Mr.
seeing D's-on win too.
Yeah.
Probably one of our biggest supporters.
There we go. Shout out to D's-on right there. Let's give you another air horn. And the second air horn for D's-on today.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go, guys. There we go. And so just real quick, as a reminder, before we get, you want to grab those goggles?
Yeah.
Before we get in, this is a big giveaway. We've given away a Hormesis headband. We gave away the Belichick hoodie. We gave away the Eclipse hoodie. We gave away a regular headband. And we are going to be and then the GI pants, and then we're going to be giving away these goggles right here. So this is a big whammy right here. And then also everybody who's a Mega Super Support status member, you will be getting a new poster along with your team signed Dynasty player card pack, and that's going to be everything going away. And actually, Frank, I'm really glad that you just said that. I am going to be giving away a Signature Series Force. This Force pictured in this right here will be given away pretty much next week. We're going to do a raffle for it, so different type of giveaway. But there's tons of cool prizes. I'm going to announce all of that throughout the week, and I'll give you guys a link next week. But back to the wheel, right? That's what we got to do this.
Yeah.
We got to keep doing the wheel.
We had to give away a lot of prizes. It was my fault. We postponed yesterday's show, so I said, Ryan, we'll go big tomorrow.
Yeah.
So and if you missed out, you got to stay on your toes because that HORMESIS headband was excellent.
And again, we're giving away stuff next week also, and the week after that, and then the week after that, we're also going to be giving stuff away. And then the next week after that, guess what we're doing? Giving stuff away.
And torturing ourselves with bad food.
Yeah. And then in between there, we're going to eat something terrible.
Yeah.
So we are still, we're still going to be waiting for somebody to recommend what we should eat. So please think on that. Okay, here we go. This is for a pair of...
Is this everyone or Mega Support?
This is everybody.
Okay.
This is for everybody. Mega Support status members are getting the cards. All right. Every single one of them get a card. Here we go. Big winner. Zool, Adam Lawrence, Bernab, 73.
Bernal 73. There you go.
Boom.
I actually had some of Frank's donuts for the first time
They're good.
at this last event. Yeah, they were amazing. Thank you for that.
All right.
Frank was awesome too. Mouse and I were walking by and he's like, "You guys, can I get you water?" I'm like, sure. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Frank's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I hear he's going to be carrying spring water from here on out.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Got to get that spring water in your guys' bellies. So before we sign off, everybody, I want to thank you guys all very much for the support. Hunter Reardon, how do you get one of Kyle's jerseys?
I should have some more coming in, but just shoot me a message and I will keep one on deck for you.
And then really quickly, just to recap on a couple of things out there. If you guys are at one of our clinics in the near future before the summer camp, you guys should be competing. You guys want to be really sucking up for the golden ticket. Okay. Shout out to Nuggies. Welcome. So thanks for the support status member right there. And then for those of you guys who are interested in this raffle that I've got going on, the grand prize is going to be a force. There will be sticker packs available launching on the HORMESIS Paintball website next week. And every sticker pack will have a chance to win 2 special stickers. The golden sticker will be getting not only one of these signed posters, but there will also be a gun attached to it. This Signature Series Force will be unreleased. Only 2 people in the world will have it, one of you guys and me. And then the second place winner will be winning a HORMESIS headband. Then we have, after those 2 sticker packs have gone in, I'm going to take all of the entrants and I'm going to put you guys onto the wheel, because that's how we do it. And at random, I will be picking a bunch of other prizes. I've got a Dynasty jersey. I've got a couple of Coin Duel silver coins. I've got some MVP shirts. I've got an unreleased Aculock barrel. And then I also have a couple more of these posters and sticker packs. So there's going to be a ton of prizes and a ton of chances for you guys to win. And you're going to have to stay tuned to get the link. I'm going to drop the link on next week's show. If you are a member of the show, you might get early access to the link. So make sure you guys stay tuned on the community page, because as soon as we dial everything in and everything's locked and loaded, I'm going to share with you guys the sticker pack. It's actually really cool. I just designed it yesterday, so shout out to Island Designs for helping me out with all that. And then, maybe looking forward to getting a new backdrop to put behind us. Also printed up there from the Island Design guys. And thank you guys so much for all of your support. This is an epic show. So,
Taylor White, Frank said he has Rocky Cagnoni's number. So if you want to get a hold of Frank, he wrote it in there.
And Hunter, for those of you guys who are looking to see where the community page is, if you are on the YouTube app on an Apple device, you cannot access. Sorry, if you're on an iPad, there's no community app. So if you're on an iPhone, I know that there's a community app. It's on just the main page here. So you go into my channel, and it would be right up here on top. Where's the thing? There's a little thing that says community, and then you click on that. I'm not good at. And then in the community tab, there's a bunch of stuff. It's like a little social media part of the YouTube family. So you can find that right there. And then Frank Connell, why not get a green screen? So we could get a green screen. We just don't have the best software, our special effects team is where you're looking at them, and we're paintball players, man. So we do have these little floating logos. Like I said, hey, and if you want to have your face, Frank, posted up on the show, I can make that happen. This is just as good as a green screen.
Yeah.
Frank.
Yeah.
If you want a Dilly Dilly Donuts logo, you let me know, my man, because we can get you going.
Hey, so Loyal had a good question earlier. I wanted to come back to it. She asked how to work on field awareness when face down in the snake, and that's a difficult one because you physically can't really see what's going on. So that's a communication thing from your teammates, maybe asking the questions if they're not telling you, but also having an idea of predicting where people go, like that conversation I was having earlier. You know, if it was a back center and the whole snake side's clear, if you don't have, it's all based on how many people your teammates are alive. If you don't have your support behind you, maybe expect that person, your opponent, to be looking to try to fill towards you, and also trying to listen to the sounds of the paintballs and the trajectory of the paintballs, whether it's on the tape or coming over your head, looking at the angles. And a good way to think about understanding the sound, because you can kind of understand how or judge how far people are away from you by how loud or fast the paintballs are traveling. It takes a while, but you know that is something you can definitely work on. Just be when you're not even playing, go sit basically on the sidelines in the snake, and your brain will start to process it and soak it in. But that's the best really tips. I mean, there's no other way when you can't see anything to know what's going on.
Yeah, and I think that you know what, honestly, the BKI, the 3-on-3 drill, where it's the attack the 51 is a really good way to kind of start to understand that, because it puts everybody in those positions.
Sure.
In order, so everybody kind of understands and shares in that fear, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So there you go, Frank.
Nice.
You made it to the big screen, buddy.
Yeah.
You got to get some more images up on Google, by the way. You don't have a whole lot in there. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for all of the support and for joining the show. If you guys are watching this and you are not members of the show and you're not watching it live, it's okay. You can still join. You can still play, and we'll do some giveaways for those of you guys
This looks refreshing.
who are in there. So thank you.
Wow.
Everybody who's out there, we appreciate all your support. We will see you next week.
Later,
at
guys.
a regularly scheduled time.
Back on Monday.
A well-bred, well-fed dog without a collar. Catch me, it's a kettle. The steam hit the kettle. It's ringing like a telegram. We ain't never ending. We ain't never ending. We ain't never ending. Longer than intended. We ain't never ending. Did I mention that I'm an acapella fella? Well, I'm more like a Beretta, a Piranha, Nagasaki, Okinawa. I'm a power on a power trip. You watch it drip, 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 drip.